Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Gossip Closet, where we get to gossip all about perfumes and everything in between. So let's get started. Alright you guys, in today's video we are going to be gossiping about a brand new perfume that I just got my hands on yesterday. This perfume came in yesterday, so I was really excited when I got it. I did try it out. I did wear it for a full day just to see the longevity and how it performs. And I am talking about Lancome, and we have here another flanker from the La Vie Est Belle line, and this is the Elixir version of the original one. And it's weird that this is the Elixir, but it's also the Eau de Parfum. I don't know, that to me is a little bit weird. It's an Elixir, but it's also an Eau de Parfum. I don't know. So I did get the 30 ml, which is the 1.0 fluid ounce, because these perfumes for me is a hit or a miss. I do like the original one, and I also do like the Soleil one, the one that comes in this really beautiful rainbow-y color bottle. And as you can see, I am almost done with this perfume. This is one of my favorite ones to wear. I really love this perfume. So yeah, I am familiar with this line, and I do like this line of perfumes. So I was very intrigued. I was very interested in this perfume, especially because it does have, I think, raspberry. But we're gonna get to that. So yeah, this one retails for, I believe I paid $75, and I got this from the Lancome website. Okay, so yes, I ended up paying a total of $92 for this one. It does retail for $75 plus $8 shipping and $9 taxes. So it came out to $92 for a 1.0 fluid ounce. So let me open it up so we can get to the scents. Okay, so here we have the perfume. I have to say, I really like the packaging for this perfume. I'm glad that they went with a different color. It's always like the light pink white box, so I'm glad that they switched it up for this perfume. But yeah, the bottle is the same, the typical same one, which I really do like these bottles. And they did add the black bow to it, so which I thought it was also really cute. And the juice is kind of like a dark grapey purple color, which I'm not mad at. Again, I think it's a really beautiful bottle. Packaging, bottle, everything definitely gets an A+. Alright, so this perfume is described as a fruity, leathery, ozonic, sweet perfume. This one has top notes of raspberry, liquor, and Calerian bergamot. The middle notes are violet, leaf, and rose, and the base notes are leather, cacao butter, and cedar wood. Every time a perfume has leather, I am a little bit intimidated because I don't like leathery perfumes, or if it has liquor, because they can come off very, I don't know, very like grown and just like not my cup of tea. But I have to say, this perfume is a little bit different than what I was expecting. But you guys, the first initial hits when you first spray this perfume, I don't know. It is a nice scent. I'm not in love with this perfume just yet. I'm not obsessed with this perfume. I just think this perfume, for me, for my taste, is okay. It's for sure a fruity perfume. But so this starts off very fruity, but it's a bitter fruity. It's a syrupy fruity. It's almost kind of like tart. Yeah, like very tart, yet very, I want to say this is really bitter, but it's very fruity. It kind of reminds me of like a bitter kiwi more than a raspberry. I mean, it does smell like a raspberry, don't get me wrong. It's a very strong raspberry, but I'm also getting something like kiwi-y, almost kind of like red Kool-Aid without the sugar. It's just very bitter like that. It's very tart, very fruity as well. Yes, it is sweet, but I don't know, you guys. Like I said, the first initial hits, it is very strong. It's very fruity. I don't get liquor out of this perfume. Like I don't smell the liquor in this perfume, and I don't smell the leather, to be honest with you. I'm so glad that I don't smell the liquor or the leather. But I have to say, the first initial spray, I'm not a big fan of. It is pretty, it is nice because it is fruity and sweet, yet syrupy and just very bitter. But what I like the most about this perfume is the dry down. The dry down of this perfume, oh my god, it is so beautiful. It is so sweet, almost kind of like sweet and creamy. But you guys, this perfume turns into kind of like a skin scent after 4, maybe 5 hours stretching it, depending on how much you spray, which is not bad if you ask me for a Lancome perfume. But I do feel like it does turn a little bit into a skin scent. Maybe it does have that nice whiff when you walk by, but I don't think this perfume is going to last very long. Like, that whiff is not going to last very long. It's not going to just follow you, but it is a really nice, sweet, fruity, sugary perfume. Like, the dry down is so beautiful. I do have to say the violet leaf on this is very strong as well. So it does come off a little bit green, a little bit airy as well. I don't know. I like it, but I like the dry down a lot more than the first initial hit or the first initial 10-15 minutes. This also reminds me of candy. I don't know why, you guys, but this reminds me of a candy, but I can't quite think of what candy that is. It's like a sweet candy, yet a little bit minty as well. I know that I've tried that candy before, maybe like a gum, like something minty yet sweet. The more I smell it, the more I think of that candy, but I don't remember what this reminds me of, like what candy this perfume reminds me of. So yeah, it is very like candy-ish. It's very sweet, it's very syrupy, but yet it's still very bitter and tart. But again, the dry down of this perfume, it's what I like the most. The dry down of this perfume, I think after maybe 30 to 40 minutes, that's when that dry down starts to kick in, which is weird because the dry down is literally the leather notes, the cedar, and the cacao butter. I think the cacao butter is what gives this perfume something creamy yet sweet and sugary. Like, I'm getting something sugary, I'm getting something creamy, fruity, something delicious. I like the fact that the bitterness and the tartness of this perfume tones down a lot. Like, the first initial hit, it's going to hit you in the face. It's going to be a hit of that raspberry, something just like fruity, juicy, bitter. But after 30 or 40 minutes, that's when you're going to smell that nice, airy, sweet, sugary, creamy scent. It's still very much raspberry. This is definitely a raspberry perfume. So if you do like raspberry perfumes, fruity perfumes, yet a tiny bit green and earthy because of that violet leaf and that rose, then I think you're going to absolutely love this perfume. I have to say though, this perfume also reminds me of something that I do have in my collection, because I don't think this is a groundbreaking perfume. This is not a groundbreaking scent. I feel like I've smelled this before. Anytime they do raspberry perfumes, it reminds me of something that I do have in my collection. Now, I'm gonna show you what perfume reminds me of, but keep in mind, I'm not saying that it's almost the same thing or identically or a dupe of that perfume, because obviously this could never be a dupe. This is just very expensive to be a dupe. But this reminds me of Ferragamo Signorina Misteriosa, the one that comes in a black bottle. I did spray this on my skin, and I have to say, the first 10 minutes, these two perfumes are very similar, like very similar. The only difference is this is a lot more stronger, a lot more like intense, a lot more mysterious, a lot more darker, but it has a very similar vibe to it. Like, I feel like if these two perfumes came out, this would be the regular one and this would be like the intense version. But yeah, the dry down for these perfumes are completely different. It's just the first initial hit that it really reminds me of this perfume, because they both do have some type of this one has blackberry and this is raspberry, so it's very similar, but I like the dry down on this one better. The dry down on this one is nice, but it's very strong. It's very grown, mature, and sexy. This one's a little bit more playful, a little bit more flirty, a little bit more youthful, but it's still a really nice, sweet, creamy, sugary perfume. So if you are familiar with this perfume and you like this perfume, there's no doubt that you're not gonna like this one. I think you will like this one as well. But personally, for me, for my taste in perfumes, I do like it. I'm just not crazy obsessed with this perfume. I think this is something that I would wear with another perfume. Like, I would have to layer this perfume. Now, how is this different from all the other ones from the La Belle line? This is a standalone perfume, you guys. This does not remind me of the other ones. This is definitely a standalone perfume. I don't even know why they would release this perfume with the rest like a flanker. Like, I feel like this would be its own unique perfume, but I don't know, maybe they just wanted to attract the customers that are obsessed with the La Belle line. But yeah, I think it's nice. I don't think, for me personally, it's going to be a full-size bottle. I think with this one is enough. But yeah, it's not a nasty scent. It's not a bad scent. If you like fruity, raspberry, green perfumes, then I think you're going to like this one as well. But yeah, we have here the newest flanker from Lancome, and this is the La Vie Est Belle, Elixir, de Parfum. I don't know if I'm saying that correct, but it's the newest flanker from Lancome. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much of today's video. That is pretty much of today's review and rundown on this perfume. But like always, I would like to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. Are you excited to get this perfume? Are you a fan of the La Belle perfume line from Lancome? And if so, which one out of all of them, because they have a lot. They definitely have a lot. But out of all, which one is your favorites? And like always, if you guys like this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. If you're new here and you are obsessed with perfumes as much as I am, then stick around, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell to get notified for every single time I upload, and so you can be part of my team. And as always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait till we gossip on the next one. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.